We've managed to find a spot, so I just want to check the wraps out. Gonna wrap out, check what that distance is, and we're gonna fire 2 PVA bags to that area. I'm gonna see if we can get a pickup. Just a tip, when reeling in, because it's quite windy, you're just gonna change direction. So you always change direction against the wind, so when you're reeling in, that your line doesn't unwrap and tangle. So that's why I changed direction when I was reeling that in. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So Julio, these were rescued fish from a drying out river.
I found them out in the East Rand agricultural site. And they reached out to us because, I mean, this dam was built in 1920. No,
920, oh damn.
Historical dam, but unfortunately there was a sinkhole, 75-meter sinkhole that opened up before it feeds into the dam.
Yes.
And that combined with the low rainfall, we're talking about water this deep and about silt up to your waist. So that's why we're all covered in mud here. We literally hand wrangle
Yeah,
fish.
can see that.
Next one here.
Julio in the back, he said that they were basically rescuing this fish because of a dam that was almost becoming depleted with water.
Pretty decent sizes.
Decent sizes.
Quite some-
I also think
in a
like
week
in
or two, they'll be active and
I also
in a
think
couple
in
of
a year
years-
some good 30 pounders at a venue like this here. And Julio has some big plans for this venue. We're not going to disclose that, but he does have some very big plans for this venue. It's a lovely venue. It's very safe, very secure. It's got bathrooms. It's basically got everything a carp angler is going to want to need. Bass angler also, trout angler. Yeah. Wow. Hoping that we can get one of them, but also doubt it. They still need to acclimate, so it'll take some time before we even get those. But I hope I do catch one of the others that's in here. We have a special guest that's going to walk us through the venue, give us the thoughts, ideas that's going to be going into this place and what inspired him about this place. So I introduced you, Mr. Julio. Now, before you judge Julio here, this man has been working really hard today. So all the fish that is released today, I think what was it, about 36 fish that is released into the quarry just today alone, and we've been doing this already for 3 days. And tomorrow is going to be day number 4. So please do not be surprised. This dam is going to be holding a good number of fish. Julio does know how to. He's going to be creating a competition when it comes to feeding here. You know, you'd like to get the fish going. So if you're going to come fish here, it's not going to be a place that's still going to be easy, even though the fish are competing for feed. Yeah. So don't think that. It's a very challenging venue and it's one of a kind. So over to you, Julio. Tell me about Academy Lakes, how you started with it and what inspired you to create Academy Lakes.
Academy Lakes is actually a very, very cool story. So back in the day, we started the Specimen Academy, which is a whole nother long story as to how we actually got it started. But what we noticed is that we had a lot of questions. And I think one of the main questions you'll get in a space for learning is, where do I go fish? You know, Julio, where do I go fish? Where's a good spot? Where would you recommend? And as the years carried on, I noticed a trend. And that trend was that quality, safe, secure venues with facilities.
Yeah, and that's what most anglers out there, myself, what I'm looking for, you know.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of us, we rock up to the venue with, you know, thousands rand spent into gain. We don't want to be losing that stuff.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're looking for.
And these types of venues have slowly been dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. We've lost some amazing venues. You know, both public venues due to pollution, due to crime.
Yes.
We've lost even syndicated venues, in the example being Donaldson Top Lake.
Yeah.
You know? And other places like Quarry and the likes of have just dwindled away.
Yes.
And it got us thinking that we should be able to draw on the pool of support that we have in the community, the various different brands and bait companies and
Yes.
tackle companies that support us in what we do, and try and reclaim some venues for us. Not in the short term to just say, hey, here's a place to fish, but a place where, obviously as a dad as well, it hits home, where I can take my kid in a few years' time. You know?
Exactly.
So then they can fish and they can enjoy not just fishing, but fishing safely and in an area where the fish stocks are improved year on year. They become better and better. So the fishing that you have next year is going to be better than this year.
Exactly.
But it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of organization, and it's not a case of us just saying, hey, listen, you, Mr. Dam owner, we're coming in now. You know?
Yeah.
It takes a very long time. A lot of people know about the first Academy Lakes at Bronco Spread, African Blessings.
Yes,
right?
African Blessings.
And what an amazing place. I mean, it stays with you forever, even if you've just fished it once. Right?
Yes. No, I mean the work that you've even put into that dam alone.
Yeah,
was
that was
amazing,
close to
you
3
know.
years of
Was amazing
daily work.
Yeah.
You know?
You know the way the venue turned out for me was it's you know that UK style.
Yes.
Now when I came in here, now this is my first time coming into a venue like this, right? So another thing is that Julio's running this as a syndicate venue that's members only, right? And that's I'll pop Julio's number in. Can I pop your number in?
Absolutely.
Julio's number will be popped in, so you're more than welcome to contact Julio to find out about the membership, right? But one of the things when I came in here, I spoke to you months ago about becoming a member, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I threw my cousin at you. He became a member.
Yes, true. Correct.
He invited me on the session, and I was like, what was I doubting?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care whether today I blank or not, right?
Yes.
Because it's a new venue,
Absolutely.
and it's a venue like no other. Now, the reason I say it's a venue like no other, I've never seen a dam so blue with water.
Crazy, right?
I've never seen a dam with so blue in water. The best part is, I don't even think you can see it, but there's literally a building right behind us in the dam.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's 3 buildings.
3 buildings in the dam. Wow. And
So-
you know, that structure in the dam, I don't think it's something that will be taken away from the dam, you know? Like the trees in the dam, I don't think that will be taken away from them. That structure is such a great environment.
Absolutely. You see, I think just to touch on quickly before I get into the structure, right?
Yeah.
The whole concept behind the quarry. So a lot of people who weren't in the game for a long time, who've just started, or even people that have fished a long time but don't know about the place. This was actually a coral brick quarry.
Yes.
Mining quarry, right?
Yes.
And basically what happened is they carried on operations for years and years. They built site offices and everything inside the actual quarry. And one day they struck water.
And boom, that all went under.
We got a dam, you know, and that's why those buildings are in here. There's still excavators and stuff that are actually at the bottom of the quarry, of the dam. And it's got a long heritage. People have been fishing here for over 30 years, you know.
Yes. I mean, when I spoke to Rod, me and my cousin were speaking to Rod, and he said he's been fishing here for 30 years.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, also when we walked in and I saw those, those scarp, the mirror that's all in the pond, I was like, wow, that's like, you know, I almost feel like I'm walking to a video game type of thing.
Cool,
you know, you don't see this,
Yeah, that's the lobby.
Yeah, the lobby base,
So,
but yeah, back to the structure.
So the main thing about the quarry that a lot of people don't know is that the quarry was actually it was run by a fantastic gentleman named Tony. Right?
Yes, unfortunately he passed away. I believe, yes.
And when he passed away, the owners of the property were left with a decision whether they are going to continue operation or whether they were just going to shut all operation down and drain this dam and fill it up, essentially. Right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness they chose the prior. You know.
Yes.
And basically, the owners are only familiar with fly fishing. That's their specialty.
Yes.
That's what they do.
So and that's why it's called X Factor, right?
Correct. So it's X Factor, and they turn the venue into a trout fly fishing venue.
Yes.
And they actually disallowed carp fishing, bass fishing, and stuff for quite a long time. And this resulted in a lot of people messaging me, Julio, you do this. This is your stuff. Please save this venue. Please, you know, let us have this venue again.
I mean, you know, who of a greater person to reach out to, because I know your work. I've seen you on your walkthroughs with Shiraz. You know, your input, your knowledge, skill base that comes out is not something that's okay, I'm a new guy. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm not a damn like, you know, you're a damn manager basically. What I'm gonna say.
also that you're a carp angler, you have acquired that knowledge to maintain and run a place like this here, you know?
I'm very privileged to be in the position that I'm in because we've got years of successful venue management behind us. A lot of people don't know I consult with some of the leading fishery managers in the world all the time. I mean, any questions, any sort of projects we're running, we consult with some of the best in the world.
Yes.
And we're able to bring that type of thing over to the venues that we manage. But in addition to that, I'm a carp angler, so I've got not just venue management or fishery management expertise, but also I know what it's like to be an angler, and I know what we're lacking in the game.
And that's coming from a person like you who's maintaining a property like this here.
Yeah.
Lovely venue, and I know you're gonna be putting in amazing ideas into up in this dam. Like, you know, like my cousin actually told me when we came in today, he's like, oh, you never see that cabin before. He's like, yo, I'm like, oh, that looks really nice. Like, you know, those, you know,
there's a lot more planned. I mean, we've got more cabins coming up. We've got, you know, a lot of things. But I think the crux of the issue is that what we're trying to do is build a place stone's throw away from the suburbs. This, I mean, literally behind us here, you can have any takeaway you want. Checkers is right around the corner.
And that's the thing my cousin told me. He's like, dude, we like surrounded. You got builders here. You're gonna build something in them. You got builders here. You know, you wanna fix something. You got builders. He told me, he showed me the shopping mall. You got a shopping mall that's here. You got like your takeaways. You got whatever.
Everything.
So you don't have to come here with food to buy.
Absolutely.
Because if you want, you can just run across. Hey, I forgot something at home. Let's just take it all.
Yeah, literally less than 5 minutes. And I mean, never mind that some people have forgotten their braai, and then we go out and get them a braai right here.
Yeah.
The thing is, what we also do is when we do have busy weekends and stuff like that, we also don't expect anyone to leave their swim. We do the shop runs for you.
Yeah.
So twice a day, I'll go out, hit the shops. Everybody sends me their list of things that they need. So you don't even have to. And I mean, now, we've got a restaurant here as well.
Now, okay, so my cousin he's down to be in the video. But anyway, Kishen, what do you call that? What do you call that? Great service. That's what it is. That's great service. Guys, let me tell you something. You're not going to go to any venue in the world that's going to give you that type of service. Honestly speaking. For someone that's going to be running out to the venue for you. You're busy here, you're fishing, you're relaxing. You know what, I need some force, I need a braai. This man is supplying the service that no one else is going to give you. That's great. That's great service.
Look, we try because we want to give people, it's always been my goal. You can go back to the earliest videos and posts that I've made. My goal is that we are 50 odd years behind the UK and Europe when it comes to specimen carp angling. And it's not just getting the fishing and the tackle and the baits right. It's also about having venues that you can actually practice this at, and bringing up the venues as much as we're bringing up the tackle and the baits.
Yes.
And we have to start taking our venues seriously and just adding more features, adding more convenience where we can. Now, what I will say is, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's obviously work that goes into it, serious work. As you guys can see, I'm head to toe covered in mud.
Yeah. And I mean, look, you just went and you done something that's not only, like I'm saying, it does for this venue. For me, I felt like us history in the making, because not only did I witness you releasing today 30 plus fish, right? But the 30 plus fish that I seen in years from now could be, or maybe a year or 2 years or 3 years from now, could be somewhere between 30 pounds to 40 pounds.
Easy, fantastic,
you know,
fish,
and coming with a type of water like this here, a venue like this here. I'm not talking in terms of like angling pressure in there, because it's such a relaxed venue. It is, right? It's very true. And it's controlled with how you fish in the swim. You're not allowed to just fish anywhere. You've got certain areas to fish. You've got strict rules coming to your venue, right? Does fish have, because it's so blue, I'm assuming it's like a natural spring water that's been struck here, that's filled up this.
There's a lot of natural water that we get underground here. As you can see, there's no streams or anything coming in here, you know, so all of this is pure underground water. And it's also very, very deep. We've got nano bubbler systems installed. There's 3 on the main dam, 1 on the stock pond, or the small dam. And that, I mean, I've done water testing at a lot of venues. And this was one of the big things that came to mind when I was doing the testing for the Quarry. It has the highest, dissolved oxygen level that I've seen at any of the dams that I've been at. It's hugely oxygenated water. Yeah. And that is massively beneficial. When you combine that with the prominence of good natural food sources, you're in a situation where if you introduce the right numbers and the right bloodlines into this lake, you're going to get exponential growth.
Exactly.
On carp.
Yeah.
And that's what we want. That's what we want.
No, and I can definitely see that coming in the future, you know.
And I mean, also aside from the fact that we run venues, Academy Lakes is also involved in assisting venues and helping any venue that's struggling. I mean, think of where these fish came from.
Yeah.
So where these fish were, this is actually all rescued fish now.
Yeah,
so
that is all rescued. As you're saying, there was a dam that was drying up,
yes,
and you went to go and
we're
retrieve
talking
them.
like an average of 30 centimeters of water in there.
And 30 centimeters, just to give you an idea, is a ruler size, which is like about
Yeah, a ruler length.
It's a
of
ruler
water,
length. Yeah.
Underneath that, about a meter of silt. So we have been wrangling fish. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's small actions, and just take a day of your time to go out and help the situation. You would not believe the impact it makes for the
Yes, yes.
community as well. Some of these fish, you've seen them, stunning mirrors, beautiful.
No,
ghosties,
absolutely,
you know, amazing, well structured, well built commons.
I mean, like when I saw that murder that you released, that was phenomenal. That thing was actually like gorgeous, you know.
That looks like a UK fish or like a
my cousin
European
even
fish,
said, "Shit,
you know?
he wish he can catch that."
Yeah.
You know, but we don't know what's our luck, how we can end up going. I mean, even that ghost cup, there was about, I think about 5 or 6 ghost cup that
Yes,
you
5 or
released
6
in.
nice ghosties that
Yeah.
went in here as well. So you see, the thing is, there's so much of benefit to just being supportive to the community, and that's not just fishermen. It's people who own venues, you know, people that own tackle companies and stuff like that. We all need to. We go back to the main point. We've got 50 years of catching up to do.
Yes.
We've got the water, we've got the anglers, we've got the skill, we've got everything we need to get it done. All we need to do is the work.
Exactly, and that's the main thing that counts, you know.
Yeah.
And just like another thing, like coming back on tackle, where you're talking about tackle, right? Just to let you know, you can see on Julio's shirt here, he's got.
This is Academy Lakes.
Oh, is this Academy Lakes? Oh, okay.
You-
But you also running Specimen 101, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Specimen
Specimen
101.
101.
So we
It's a
try
bait
and
company.
bring everything together. Specimen 101 is not a bait company like for everyone, for the masses. We actually make very extremely high quality baits in slightly smaller volumes. We don't stock everywhere.
Yes.
It's only at Essence and Tackle and myself.
Right.
We focus on the highest quality of ingredients, the most technologically advanced recipes. We actually base our recipes not on things that we'll find randomly on the internet, but we actually do
There's
research
testing
papers.
on it, yeah.
Not only that, but even in the development of it, we go through countless research papers done on specific ingredients, carp
Yes.
behavior, carp digestion, and we look at it from a scientific perspective, and we have had amazing success on it. So now we've got the Academy, which is where we share that knowledge with people. We've got Academy Lakes that provides you the venue. We've got Specimen 101 that does the baits, and our team up with Essence and Tackle
Yes.
that does the tackle. So we are basically trying to get everything under a total umbrella of support.
Wow.
So that when you're involved with anyone, I mean, you've seen the guys that have come to help.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. Those
Loyal.
gentlemen were nice guys to meet, you know. They were,
Absolutely.
and that's the
Hardworking.
type of loyalty that you want. These guys that's gonna be up and about to just help you, you know.
Indeed. So what we're doing
And
is
they contributing towards the venue, contributing towards the community, you know.
it's I'll say it like this: if for every 100 anglers out there, you're gonna find a small group of anglers, maybe 5 to 10 of those 100 anglers, that are willing to put everything on the line for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just for themselves. They
Yes.
will push and put in effort and resources and time into getting this important work done so that we can all enjoy it. I mean,
Yes.
these guys that came in here today, these 36 fish could be somebody's PB. And
Yeah.
they're going to come in here, they're going to catch their PB, go see their PB
Exactly,
mirrors,
yes.
amazing comments. And that's thanks to just the 5-6
The
guys
effort
that were
that
here
went in.
today. I suppose it's more about what people are hearing.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be about what you're hearing now.
They don't want to see me, dude. Not in this.
Yeah.
I'm
Is it still recording, Mekish? Yeah, alright. Yeah, so sorry for the lighting. We were so deep in the conversation, we didn't realize the sun was dropping on us.
I'm a dark boy, you know. So I didn't even know this place existed. One day somebody said, "Hey, why don't you try Edenvale Quarry?" I'm like, "Excuse me." They
Yeah.
said, "No, there's a dam in Edenvale. It's called the Quarry." I'm
Yes.
like, "No way, is you lying?" Get to Builders, carry on straight into, like, don't turn into Builders, just go on straight. And here opens up this big, vast, beautiful, stunning, pristine piece of water that I never knew about. There was a stone's throw away from my house.
Yeah.
It's the convenience of having it so close to highly populated areas,
Yes,
and all the conveniences that come with it. But when you step in here, it's total peace.
it's total peace. Yes, but I mean, a place like this here, that's in Joburg, you don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, maybe you're gonna be afraid to come out here and blank, but I mean, that's a process of learning.
But look, I think we are taking a lot of strides. Look, my personal opinion, and this is just me, I don't want fishing to be easy. You know, you learn more from difficult sessions than you do from easy sessions.
No, that's 100% true.
So
Yes.
when it comes to when we get finally back to the structure, right?
Yes.
We don't want to remove structure. We want to have snaggy areas. We want to have structure because not only is it good for learning how to fish these areas, but it's also a magnet for carp. You know?
Exactly. So, like for me, for example, I come to a venue, I want to see structure. So the first thing when I came in, I was looking, right, and I said, okay, I can see that this dam is not underpopulated with carp.
Yeah.
Because if it was underpopulated with carp, the reeds would have been growing wildly, right? So the dam has it's balanced, it's equally balanced, and that's why the dam looks the way it looks.
Yeah, I think the main thing that's confusing to a lot of people sometimes is that you might think that there's maybe a lot of carp in here, but if you take the depth into account as well,
Yes,
and you look
yes,
at how
yes.
much of carp can actually be held in this water, it's actually understocked. You know?
Yes, yes.
So that's why what we've done, and that's part of what adds to the difficulty effect of the venue, because the fish don't need to eat your feed right now. They are totally fine. They've got enough natural food.
Yes, yes.
They've got enough also very clear water. They can see your rigs. They can suss you out.
Yeah, so there's so much of challenges here for you to face.
At catching, just huge giant fish all the time, this is definitely not the venue for you.
Yeah.
But if you want fulfillment in your angling, you want to improve your skills, you want to catch some amazing character
This
fish,
is the venue
some
for you.
beautiful mirrors, ghosties, koi, you name it. This is the place for you to take your angling, not just the next level,
But
we're
also
talking
to
the next
test it.
20 levels. you
And
know?
also to come and test your angling level,
Absolutely. Every session here is
Yeah.
a test. And I mean, one thing that we have addressed now with this rescue that's actually happening is very fortunate for a lot of the anglers, because we're increasing the amount of heads, and what that's going to do is they're amazing bloodline as well. Fantastic
Yeah.
fish, right? They're going to do so well here. Most of them have never been caught. They don't even know what bait looks like, right? So
Yeah.
absolutely pristine, untouched fish, immaculate bloodline.
I saw, they were
Yeah.
beautiful fish, man.
And now you're taking them, you're putting them into this environment, and they are going to feed. They're going to want to feed. Right? They come out of a very bad situation. They're going to want to pack on weight quickly.
Yeah.
And what that does is it creates competition for feeding with all these
Other fish that's
holiday
in here,
resort
yeah.
fish that have been in here. They're all chilled and relaxed. They
Yeah.
don't need to. If they're not happy with if they can suss your rig out, there's no pressure on them feeding wise for them to actually go, and they'll come on Monday when you leave.
Yeah.
But now with more heads in the dam, with more quality fish in
And
the
more
dam that
competition
want to
going on,
eat,
yeah.
they must know if they don't eat this now, they might not have a shot at it later.
Yes.
So that has a twofold effect. Number one, it's going to increase catch rates, right?
Yes.
Number two, it's going to result in all the fish in the dam having a higher intake of feed, which
Yes.
results in better growth rates.
Yes.
So it's a fantastic thing that's actually happened now.
The boiling point down. No matter even if you put the 500 fish in this dam,
Yeah.
it's still a challenging venue.
This venue, exactly
is.
what you said. You could have like 500 more fish in here. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it is.
It's always going to be challenging angling, and trust me, guys, when it comes to fulfillment as an angler, getting fish in places like these will really make you happy.
Yeah, it will make you smile. It will.
In your core,
Yeah,
you are so
My,
happy. that
my
you
cousin
are
told me since he catches a mirror here today, he's packing up and going. I said, no, you wait till I catch her. So that's the thing. You want to be challenged. So guys, as we just discussed on this venue, there's only one thing that we're saying is that if you want to come to a venue that you're going to enjoy yourself, you're going to have safety, you're going to have security, you're going to have service, and you're also going to be challenging your mental status when it comes down to fishing, this is the venue for you.
And also, before we forget, we don't lay down a challenge without providing assistance.
Yeah.
So at Academy Lakes, as a member, you also get access to free coaching sessions. Huh?
Yes.
So you don't have to pay for coaching or a safari or a tour or whatever it is.
What's your cost towards Academy Lakes, if you don't mind me asking this?
The cost as in to join.
To join.
All right. So one thing that's very important for us is we have to keep fishing affordable. Right?
Yes.
We don't want to make, and this is such a sensitive topic, because on one hand, syndicates are extremely important for the longevity of the sport. For people, you learn together, you share information together.
Yes,
You
yes.
find venues like, if you look at Old Donaldson, Top Lake, if you look at Carp Haven, if you look at Aqua Paradiso, if you look at these really well-established big syndicates, people that join there in this year, by the time they get to the end of that year's membership,
Yeah.
they have improved exponentially.
Yes.
So what we've done at Academy Lakes is we like keeping things affordable, keeping fishing affordable so more people can fish, right?
Right.
So our membership fee is only 450 Rand a year.
Yeah.
Main member, spouse or partner, and any kids under the age of 18.
Yeah.
And then you pay your normal session fees when you
Yes.
come to fish. That 450 Rand is then used to maintain the dam, feed the dam, get fish stocks, get stuff going around
Right.
on improvements and things like that. So the thing is, we charge a lot less. So I think
You
people-
charge a lot less
Yeah.
to give much more,
to
basically.
give much more.
Yeah.
Count on an amazing fishing experience.
Yes.
And as the years progress, we will go from strength to strength. And
And
the
I mean,
venue will just
and I
become
mean,
better and better.
Julio, in the fishing industry, the fishing game, yourself alone, how many years experience you have in it?
Shoot, probably about 14 years now.
14 years, right? So with your 14 years worth of experience, you offering that to a new coming angler, saying, if you join Academy Lakes, you have my support.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here to help you. And you can't understand why you're not benefiting. You know, okay, YouTube is there, but YouTube can't give you the answers to the questions that you have.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
and also, look, YouTube has changed the way we experience specimen angling in South Africa. It's hugely important,
Yeah.
right? But it's also extremely important to have local, homegrown information and support, because the people catching fish overseas might teach you X, Y, and Z, but when you get here, there's a unique set of situations that have never been addressed.
Yes.
And even if it's just situational or weather dependent or whatever, somebody local who's here, who's experienced, who's at the venue every day helping anglers, can give you a far better outlook and far better information, scope of information,
Yes.
to help you actually get onto the fish. And I think as well, if you think about, we call the Specimen Academy, right? If you think about that word academy, think about it like school, right? You don't go to school for one day
You go to school
and then
for...
expect to learn everything.
Yeah,
We
then you're done
understand
with the
that.
grades, yeah.
You know, these coaching tours and safaris are also extremely important, right? Extremely important as a tool for development in the sport. And
Yes.
I take my hat off to all the guys that are doing it. But when you look at what Academy Lakes offers, it's a daily progression. So every session that you come in, you have access to coaching sessions. We will also learn about your weak points and your strong points.
Yes,
and
yes.
we work with you over your time with us to try and address those issues, improve those techniques, everything from casting to rig building, bed presentation. So it's not a once-off thing.
Yeah.
It's
So,
a continuous thing.
Alright guys, fish on, unbelievable capture. I just landed a trout. Kishan, is that a rainbow trout or something? What the?
You must pay for your trout. Can you grab your
Oh man, we come fishing a specimen, we catch a trout, catch a barbel, 2 hook pulls. Yo, what's going on here? Alright, let's attend to this fish and
I don't know. So our session is officially at an end. I don't think it was a bad session. We came here with the intentions to learn about this dam and also try and understand what the bottoms were like, understand how the fish patrol, understand their feeding, and see what works. So we didn't manage to get that much information because we had Kishen had 2 runs, he lost both. I had 2 runs, 1 trout and a barbel get. In terms of the venue, it's a lovely venue. I'm definitely going to be back here again. Kishen's also going to be back here again. He's already planning for the next one. So we're hoping if we can get back again, we're going to try and see if we're hitting a different swim, see what else we can learn about it. Kish, in terms of for you, how did the session play out for you?
A bit challenging. Would have hoped to have had more runs. But
Yeah.
I think it wasn't bad, nonetheless.
Yeah, also we came to find out quite late that the fish are still spawning and they actually held in a area where they kept safe during the spawn. So I don't think all the fish are there, but I think some of them are there from what we could see. And also with the plus 30 fish that Julio and them released yesterday, well, we didn't plan to see any of those feeding so soon. So yeah, we'll be back soon. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I hope that you enjoy this video and hope you'll enjoy the next one that we'll be doing soon as well. See you then.